Yes, it's not 100% guaranteed. Again, this number is not necessarily accurate, but it gives you the picture. How realistic is getting a 9 at IELTS? I'm sure at some point you thought, what if I can do 40 out of 40 in listening, 40 out of 40 in reading, and then I know I nail speaking. It's just a matter of writing, and if I can get the perfect score from writing, my IELTS score will be 9. There you go. I can nail it. I can get IELTS 9, and with 9, there are more opportunities for me in an English-speaking country, say Australia, the UK, the US, or Canada, or anywhere else. But how realistic is it? Is it achievable? Can you and I get IELTS 9? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about in this video. So it's going to be a short one, but it's going to put your mind at rest in some elements. And we're going to reveal some numbers. We know that 9 is achievable. That's the reason why it's out there. We know there are people who can get 9 at IELTS, the perfect score, 9 out of 9. But that requires time, effort, and sacrifice. Let's look at the first chart over here. Now, on the x-axis, on the horizontal bar, the black one, you can see reasonable scores of IELTS from 4.5 to 5 all the way to our desired topic, maybe your desired score right now, 9. And on two y-axes, on two vertical lines, we have a blue one and a red one. The blue one represents the amount of time you need to put into this effort. The numbers you see are in months. So if you see 5, that means it requires 5 months for you to go from a certain point to another point. And you can play with this. You can say, okay, it takes roughly 2.5 months to go from, say, 7 to 7.5. That's only half a band score, but it requires 2.5 months. What about we go from 7.5 to 8? That is also another half band score, but that half band score now requires more than 2.5 months, probably 3 months, 4 months on top of the already 3 months I told you about. And this number keeps increasing. It's not like you expect that, all right, if I want to go from 8 to 8.5, I only need another 2.5 months or 3 months. No, you probably are going to need 5 more months. Now, let me tell you first, because we're talking numbers, that these numbers are only speculations. They are not true for you. They are not going to be true for many people. So let me just tell you right now that these numbers are incorrect about you and your level of understanding. That's the good news. However, the fact still remains that half a point from 7 to 7.5 is not equal to the exact half a point from 8 to 8.5 or 8.5 to 9. And I want you also to know the amount of effort you put into this will go up, will increase. And it's not linear. It's exponential, meaning you might read and study and spend time 2.5 months and your score goes from 6.5 to, for instance, 7. Another 3 months, 7.5 to 8. You need another 4 or 5 months to go from 7.5 to 8. And then you need another maybe 4 months, 5 months to go from 8 to 8.5. And this number keeps increasing. The difference becomes larger and larger. And you have to spend a lot of time learning words and different structures and different combinations of different grammatical structures and what they mean. Speaking of words, look at the red line, the vertical red line. It's the number of words that you need to learn. Yes, it's not 100% guaranteed. Again, this number is not necessarily accurate, but it gives you the picture to go from a certain level to another. There are numbers of words. The numbers here are from 1,000 all the way to 5,000 and even more. The latest Oxford 3000 has actually got a secondary list of Oxford 5000 that has 5,500 roughly words in it. And these are some of the essential words you need to learn. Let me put the emphasis on essential because more words actually are required. That is the reason why what you see may be inaccurate about your case. You don't need 5,000 words, but you roughly need 5,500, maybe 6,000 words to learn to improve your score to the level that is eligible for 9. I want you to consider that. You may be a smart individual. Your lifestyle can help you learn things faster. You may not need 5 months. You can finish things in 4 months. Good. But that's your case. And that's a special case. And that's because we are special people. Every single one of us has different aptitude, different style to learning. Let me show you the equivalent of these numbers in the CEF chart. CEF means Common European Framework of Reference, and it is a list of 6 categories starting from A1, then it moves on to A2, B1, B2, C1, and C2. And you can see here to get 9, according to CEF, you need C2 level of English. And that comes with roughly 5,200 words, maybe more. Maybe more. These numbers are just here for you to see that they might be inaccurate in many cases, but it gives you the perspective that you have to learn a lot of words. You have to know how to use them in correct sentences. You need to know how to use structures, different formats of different sentences, how to play with your sentences in order to deliver the structure, the vocabulary accurately. That is not easy. Bottom line, I don't want you to get scared. I don't want you to be angry. I just want you to know that IELTS gives you a number, any number, based on your English proficiency. That's why IELTS is a proficiency test, not an achievement test. You are not going to take the IELTS test to get 9 out of 9 to say that you have achieved something. You can sit the IELTS test, and IELTS will measure your current level of English at that moment in that center, and you will receive a number according to that. That number will tell you your ability to use English at that moment. This is our decision to make, to know if we would like to improve that or not. Let me put it into perspective for you. If tomorrow you have an exam and you sit the test, you'll realize 3 or 4 days later that you have achieved 6.5. Do you need 6.5? If it's yes, Good. Continue with your education elsewhere. Spend time doing something else. Improve your knowledge of your university field or any other thing that you wish to do. If it's related to your job, if it's a job application, you need to learn. Spend time doing that instead of spending time learning words for IELTS. But if 6.5 is not an ideal number for you and it stops you in many cases, and you, for instance, need to have a 7 in that case, please understand that it requires more time, more than the amounts you have already put for your education to reach 6.5. You need more time than that to go from 6.5 to 7. And you need to learn more words than before. You need to spend more time than before. And it is gonna get harder, not easier. This is important to understand. And if 7 is the score you want, be sure to check our other videos related to writing, reading, listening, and if you are really serious about getting your IELTS 7, we have the perfect course for you online, and you will have my team's support in this case. So, there is nothing in this world you cannot achieve. If you really want 9, you will get it. But just remember, it comes with cost, time, effort, energy, a ton of vocabulary items to learn, and patience. If you're willing to do so, we're here to help. Take care.